We often feel we don't have the time for that, so we choose the first best decision that is made. But is it really the best one? Hi there and welcome. It's Kirsten Jatho, a transformational coach who focuses on shifting people from languishing to flourishing. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to increase quality decisions with your team. Teams are very powerful, as many hands and many brains create a lot of quality decisions. Hence, we want teams. But with them, they also come some traps when making team decisions. But before I go there, I want to picture a scenario for you. Perhaps you've ever watched on the TV screen how the election of a new pope goes in the Vatican City. All these popes congregate for days until they make a decision on who the new pope is. They deliberate, they discuss, they debate, and I suppose they often disagree. But in the end, they have to make a quality decision with and as a solid team. I find that process always very phenomenal. And that is exactly what quality decisions are about. So now you've got the ideal picture of what it should look like when you hit group consensus. But what very often happens are these 5 things which a leader needs to be aware of when trying to achieve quality decisions out of their team. The first one is member or team inhibition, which means members are not feeling that they're in a safe space to really come up with ideas and solutions. Perhaps there's hierarchy in play where people feel that they cannot contribute, or that it's the top hierarchy in the leadership team that their say goes. So the team inhibition hinders group decision. The second one is groupthink. Groupthink is a concept that came up in 1972 by Jonas. He said it's about members quickly reaching consensus to avoid conflict. So what happens is members do not really think about alternative solutions because they want to be liked, they want to fit in, and they don't want to create conflict. And we know from history, through some of company scandals that happened, and absolute worst ethical behavior that we've seen in companies, what groupthink does. The third one that teams and leaders often fall prey to is hasty decisions. Because let's be honest, to sit back and make a high quality decision takes a lot of deliberation. It takes time. It takes a lot of discussion. And we often feel we don't have the time for that. So we choose the first best decision that is made. But is it really the best one? Is it of high quality? So it really does bring in that level of time. And if once one knows that, one just works with it. The fourth one is polarization. When people in the team do not agree, it is totally, a decision is on two total ends of each other, and we can't seem to agree on this decision. There are 2 processes are suggested. The one is really to work on the pros and cons of all the different options. So that is absolutely key, to really dissect them so that the team can work from that. Again, it does take time. The second one is to take the polarized ideas of the team and actually find common ground. What are we truthfully agreeing on? Those 2 processes help remove the polarization. But as I say, they do take time. But do you want quick decisions or do you want quality decisions? And the 5th item, which so often happens, is lack of implementing action items. How often have you been in a meeting, you've agreed on a decision and everybody's just relieved and scrambles off. No summaries are made, no action items are summarized. We don't really know what the next steps are. We don't know who's accountable for them by when. And then that is a waste of time, because maybe a great decision was made, but there's no follow through on the implementation. And that is absolutely a big time waster. Leaders need to be aware of these 5 common factors that they fall prey to when making quality team decisions. Because once you know them, you will see them as you're engaging with your team, and you can proactively manage them, perhaps even mention them to your team that you can work around them. It's again a process. If you want high quality decisions, take your team with on the journey and together learn on how to build high quality decisions. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next one. I don't want you to miss anything, so I want to invite you to join me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on SoundCloud, and like me on Facebook.